Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Today is December the 13th. We're only 2 weeks away from Kwanzaa, and I want to wish everybody a happy Kwanzaa. And first, I want to talk about something a little bit different this week. I want to change it up and kind of, do what I feel my audience may need to hear. So today's topic is going to be about Domestic Friday for inner peace with personal care. And I was like, sitting down and trying to figure out what, it is that I want to talk about or what I want to say to my audience. So I came up with a list and I'm going to share the list with you and hopefully you can take this list with you and you can spread it around to anybody that's struggling or need help with inner peace or what to do to kind of get their life back in stability. And I really care about, your personal care because that's what really makes you, that what helps you grow. And sometimes you can change things up and do what works best for you or what resonates with you. So these things I'm going to talk about is going to be 12. So kind of grab your pen and piece of paper and we're going to jot down the 12 things that you can use as tools to utilize to help you with your life and find out. Sometimes with doing this list, you can find out what your purpose is. So a lot of people just, live life and don't really know what their purpose is by the time they're in their 40s and up. And you're trying to figure out which way your life should go or how things should be positioned in your life. So I came up with this and I'm going to share it with you and I'm going to kind of talk about each segment each things on this list that I came up with. And these are things that I utilize myself. So I'm not going to tell you to do something that I don't even do. And for me, it is so important that you have mental health, and it's so important that you take care of your personal self. And when I say personal, that means you, nobody else. So it's very vital that you take care of yourself because a lot of times you growing up, you don't know the DNA that you carry or that's running through your bloodline. You don't really know what it is that you carry. You only thing you know that my name is so and so, and I'm a part of so and so for my mom and for my dad's side. But I will advise everybody to take a DNA test, whatever that looks like for you. Go ahead and take a test because you don't know the things that you can pass down to the next generation. You do not know the blood. So for me, doing the DNA test was something that I wanted to do because I want to know why I act a certain way, why I think a certain way, why I do the things that I do, and not only that, I can be able to understand my children a lot better to know that the DNA they carry and give them a little grace on certain things and try to change the pattern and try to change the trauma. Do not carry this trauma into those babies in the next generation. So that's why it was important for me to do the DNA test, so I can learn out about me, so I can find out about me. Nobody else can tell me. I don't want to hear hearsay. Although those stories are great to hear, but I would like to know about myself, with myself, by myself. So here it is. The first thing I want to talk about is unplug and disconnect. Unplug and disconnect means simply whatever it be. It could be you can have a shopping habit, you can have a spending habit on various foods, you can have spending habits on all types of things, cars or whatever, gadgets, things that you may think that's valuable to you, or social media. You can pull back from that a lot of gatherings because these different places or these different things carry a lot of energy from all different places, all different people. You got to remember these people have their own, ancestor DNA. So you got to make sure that you cover you. So what you need to do is unplug and disconnect. That means don't get on social media because we can be addicted to that. Why? Because sometimes it's a lot of drama and certain people like to laugh all the time, like myself. And I'm just a very, very, outgoing person. So sometimes I do have to pull back from that and look within my inner self and find out some things that, I need to change or need to work on. So definitely unplug and disconnect from people, disconnect from social media, and a lot of different things that we may have as habits. And you can disconnect from traveling, because those are a lot of different spirits and energies as well. So disconnect from those things so you can have personal care for your well-being. The second thing I want to talk about is indulge in a spiritual bath. Now, this here is, I like to tell the women that I come in contact with, and it's not necessarily for women, men can do it too, but women especially, we need to be taking spiritual baths simply because we need to cleanse out a lot of the old stuff. And back in the old days, sometimes they would use that as baptism. If that's what's worked for you in your religion, your spirituality, by all means, I'm not trying to tell you about spirituality. I'm just here to give you the personal tools that you need to help and work through as far as personal care and be a better you. So indulge in spiritual bath. You can do all types of herbs that you can mix into the bath. That's what I like to do. That's what I and my ancestors, let me say that this is what my ancestors did. A lot of things are spiritual baths, herbs. You can go to a store, you can get all types of herbs. Make sure they're organic. If you can't, if you're gonna use certain kind, but if not, make sure it's from a store that is credible source because energy is behind the herbs that you do put in the bath. So make sure you're getting it from a reliable, credible source and you're gonna put those different things in the bath and whatever you feel like that you want to do lavender, you want to do oak, whatever you feel like resonates with you. Make your spiritual bath, and if you don't know a lot of things, you can look up. If you're into trying to prosper money, you can put money herbs that they tell you or that's listed that you can put into the bath. You can do that as well. So whatever resonates with you, just make sure you get your spiritual bath and cleanse out some of the energy that's on you that's probably prior. And I'm gonna tell you this: I didn't really understand or realize how important the spiritual baths was until I got later into my late 30s, and I didn't even know what spiritual baths meant. I get you take bath, you do your bubble bath, but it's also meaning and energy behind it. So make sure you taking your spiritual bath as quite often. And when I say quite often, I would do it. You can do it every 3 months. I wouldn't do it every single day, definitely not, because you don't want to be slick like some done dishwasher liquid. That's not. So indulge in your spiritual bath. The second one on the list is the third I'm sorry, the third one on the list is herbal tea. Herbal tea, drink you some herbal tea, whatever that looks like for you. You can do lemon, you can do ginger, you can do grass fed, um, any type of herb that you may come in contact. I've in account of putting lavender in it. I don't know why y'all I'm saying lavender. My ancestors must be really speaking to, but that's something that I guess I just really like or is resonating with me today. And if you got certain things going on with your body, you can drink herbal tea. You can find it in your whole food store. Again, try to get organic as possible. Now, I'm not talking about no Lipton iced tea, brew tea. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about herbal. I'm talking about warm. I'm talking about something soothing. And you can indulge in this and you can do this at a continuous rate. So the next thing on the list is number four. Number four. Number four is going to be meditation. It's very vital. It's very important. After you shut everything down, go ahead and get into a meditative state. Make sure that you're calm within yourself. Don't try to go into meditation. You're all enraged and everything. Kind of calmly bring yourself down. And this here will also um, raise your vibration. So meditating is very vital, it's very important just as well as praying. So you want to kind of, do those hand in hand. And I promise you, meditation, I should have put that at the top of the list, but nevertheless, it's on the list. Okay. It's in the top five. So when you do that, you will begin to gain clarity on a lot of different things. You'll be able to focus more on what it is that's important to you. And a lot of things that cometh in our life, we don't know how to handle. We don't know how to get through that. So meditation brings you all the way down within a calm state where you can be able to have clarity on what it is that you're seeking after. And the next one on the list is going to be number five. It's going to be listen to high vibration music or podcast. I push this forward to anybody that's struggling or don't know which way to go. All of these things that I'm listening and giving to you, take these and use it. It's very important that you have high vibrational music because a lot of that stuff that's coming up is just used for for them to make money off of. It's not some of it not even real, some of it not even true. It's factual stories that artists put into these lyrics, and it's just for you to listen to and have you banging. Not all of it is bad, by all means. And some of it can get you where you're going. But most important thing, sometimes you have to shut that down. You have to get to a high vibrational period where you can be able to, connect with positive energy and positive forces. So moving right along, and I want to say this, And when I say listen to music, make sure you listen to my podcast. It's every Friday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we're going to talk about a lot of different things. So if you ain't got nothing else to listen to my podcast. And we're going to get us, I'm going to help get us together. You know, it's very vital that we get ourselves together. Okay. So the next on the list is going to be number 6. It's going to be journaling. Journaling is something that if you don't rememberize what you journal down or what you put down, or say like if you having a dream, wake up early enough, or wake up in the dream, or whenever you wake up, hurry up and jot that down that was in that dream, because a lot of times they can make you recollect things that you haven't seen before, and you can be wondering or how to interpret a dream, and you can simply, hey, I done wrote this down a week ago and go back and read it, and it's like between that week's time, you done gain clarity. Why? Because you done meditated, you done had a spiritual bath, you done did all the necessity things that need to be done. Now, you journaling is very, very, very important. Also, I like to tell people to journal with cedarwood pencil on top of a plain white paper, no lines, no nothing, because we need this for purity. So jot those different things down, write them down, whatever it looks like. If you're going through something, write that down. You'll be able to look back a year and see how you have grown visually with everything in you. You will be able to see everything. I promise you, you'll be able to see. So journaling is so important. It's so important. Okay, moving right along on the list, we have sleep and meditation. Again, as a waking meditation is good, the sleeping meditation. What I like to do is turn on high vibration music at nighttime, and no lyrics, no words, or nothing. Just simply listen to the music until I fall asleep. While you fall asleep and you're under subconsciously, you still be able to hear the music and things to be able to flow. Again, you putting yourself in a high vibrational positivity state where you can be able to focus, gain clarity, can see things, and you'll be able to catch things that come your way quickly, and stuff that you think that you struggled with in the past because you didn't have the necessary tools. Now, here are the tools in front of you. Use those tools, and you will be able to understand everything about your own life. You won't even need an interpreter. You won't even need a card reader or whatever that may look like for you that you like to do. I'm not gonna tell you not to do it, but everything is within you. You have to get within yourself, find out within yourself, live within yourself. Okay. So the next thing on the list it's going to be yoga exercise. Again, all of these go hand in hand. You need exercise to be able to have a healthy life. Whatever that looks like for you, you can go for a walk if you can't do yoga. I understand that a lot of people are up in age. So if there's something that you can't do, twisting and bending and turning, then go ahead and try to start walking and give you a peace of mind. A lot of times we come before, the universe and presenting things and not understanding what's happening to our life, but we're not shutting things down. So that's why we're not understanding what it. We're not giving ourselves time. We're not exercising. We're not journaling. We're not spiritual baby, and we're not doing none of those things. Be alone with yourself, and if you can't be alone with yourself, that's your first problem there. You don't always need to talk to a person and hey, say to help me live up. You lift you up. You be your own guide. You be your own uplifted to where you need to be. You push yourself. You don't need nobody else to push you to be great but yourself. But you have to be one with yourself, sit within yourself. And I promise you, all the things that you need, far as your guides, your ancestors, your angels, or whatever have you, you will be able to understand and hear them clearly without all those different focal points and distractions that's in the way. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the quiet space. You need quiet space within your home. Something, a place where you can go, you can relax, where you can journal, where you can burn your incense, where you can bring out your tool, far as your Bible, if that's what you use, and resonate. Just sit within yourself, sit within your all glory, sit within your breathe within yourself and know who you are and identify who you are. If you're here on this earth for a purpose, you have to find your purpose. If you haven't found your purpose, these are some steps that you can take to find out your purpose in this lifetime. It's not just to work, eat, sleep. Those are not the things that, are destined for you to do as right now, or that's all you do and you just die. This is not what you're here for. And then you want to kind of incorporate while you're doing those different baths, incorporate some type of skin care. And when you incorporate in skin care, a lot of times all you got to do is eat right. I know this sounds foreign, or it takes a lot of discipline, but eating right is very, very important. And a lot of us as African Americans struggle with that. So we got to take care of ourselves and take care of our body. These are the tools that I came up with as far as personal care for you. And when you're doing all this, you will have inner peace. You'll be just as calm with everything. So I try to, fly at you. You're a positive magnet, and it's not even attaching to you. And you can look back and say, oh, just 4 months ago, I was really irate when somebody said something that I didn't agree with, or when somebody called me out, or when somebody told me the truth. I wasn't ready to hear that. I wasn't ready to grasp for what was said before me. I wasn't, open enough. So, doing all these different things, make sure you unplug, indulge in spiritual bath, herbal tea, meditation, spiritual bath, listen to high vibrational music and or podcast, journaling, sleep meditation, yoga, quiet space, and skincare. Make sure you have all these different things in your life. And just starting with the little small things, you'll be able to progress. Because again, growing up, all I would ever know was to just exist. I didn't know what my purpose is. And again, it took me to almost my late 30s to understand and realize what it is that I'm supposed to do on this earth. You got to have some type of compassion. You got to be just a high vibrational being. And again, these are the tools to get you there. By all means, I am not a specialist. I'm just a person that encounter things in life, and I'm just sharing the tools that I've seen happen within myself and others that I shared it with. So continue to be the high vibrational light within somebody's life. Only leave footprints in the sand. Only leave footprints in people's lives. Don't try to destroy them. Don't try to, match energy. It takes a lot of energy to match somebody. It takes a lot of cells in your head to focus on, ooh, let me match this energy of this person. And when you matching, you ain't gonna do nothing but get mad because now you matching them just made them even more mad. And now the fuel is added to the fire. Now there's an explosive and now there's a bomb. So why I go through all that? I can let you have whatever you got over there and go on and move around. You know, toodaloo is what they say. So I just don't argue. I don't fight. I just move on to the next, thing in my life. I don't have time. I don't have time to sit up and argue with somebody. I received a text from somebody the other day, and I just, read it, and I kind of, you know, because if I focus on what the person sent me, or if I focus on what's negative of the story, I would never be able to move forward. Now here I am, my morning messed up, my day messed up, my night messed up. I can't sleep. I wake up, I'm still thinking about how bad they done me over. So nah. So I just move around on to the next. So with that being said, this is the end of the podcast. I thank you for listening to me thus far. Tune back on with us and continue to stay connected with positivity and high energy is what we all need up in our life. Thank you and I love you. Hope to see you on the next show. Bye bye.